Get ready for a rapid-fire news blitz. President Donald Trump is dropping a bombshell with a 25% tariff on EU autos, sending shockwaves through the global market and potentially driving up prices for your next vehicle. We've got the full breakdown on why this trade war escalation is happening and who it impacts the most, right after this.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
And in the world of football, the pressure is on. Tottenham manager Roberto De Zerbi is issuing a powerful rallying cry, urging his players to silence the voice inside as they face a crucial relegation battle. Can they overcome their challenges and secure a vital win? We dive into the mindset and the stakes ahead of their massive match. Plus, we're going back in time to uncover a musical mystery. You've sung it countless times, but did you know Sheryl Crow's massive hit, "The First Cut is the Deepest," isn't the original? We trace the surprising history of this iconic song, revealing its true origins and all the artists who made it their own. Finally, straight from the heart of South Florida, tune in as Michael Gongora hosts Coral Gables Vice Mayor Rhonda Anderson for an in-depth conversation you won't want to miss. Get the inside scoop on local politics and community developments. For all this and more, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. President Donald Trump has declared a significant escalation in trade tensions, announcing a sweeping 25% tariff on all cars and trucks imported from the European Union, set to take effect next week. This move comes on the heels of a recent trade agreement where the U.S. reduced its own auto tariffs on the EU to 15%. However, President Trump asserts that the EU has failed to reciprocate this reduction, leaving American automakers at a disadvantage. The administration is framing these new tariffs under the guise of national security, a justification that bypasses a recent Supreme Court ruling that had previously struck down numerous Trump-imposed tariffs. The immediate impact is anticipated to be felt by American consumers, who could see vehicle prices surge by thousands of dollars per car. The automotive sector is already reeling from the financial pressures of existing tariffs, which have reportedly cost the industry a staggering $30 billion since 2025. Major European manufacturers, including BMW, Mercedes, and Volkswagen, have already experienced substantial financial setbacks and have been actively seeking avenues for relief. This latest tariff imposition is poised to further complicate already strained US-EU trade relations, with European leaders reportedly exploring retaliatory measures, including counter-tariffs on American exports. The situation underscores the persistent global trade friction and the intricate challenge of reconciling national security imperatives with economic realities. Spurs manager Roberto De Zerbi has issued a passionate plea to his squad, urging them to silence the voice inside as they brace for another critical Premier League fixture against Aston Villa. The team, embroiled in a desperate battle against relegation, secured their inaugural win of 2026 last week against Wolves, a narrow 1-0 victory that still leaves them 2 points adrift of 17th-placed West Ham United. This crucial win, however, was overshadowed by significant injury concerns, with Dominic Solanke and Xavi Simons both sidelined. The situation could become even more dire, with Spurs potentially facing a 5-point deficit if West Ham secure a result against Brentford this Saturday. Sunday's clash sees Tottenham travel to a 4th-placed Aston Villa side, also seeking to rebound from a recent league defeat to Fulham and a Europa League semi-final first leg loss to Nottingham Forest. Despite the precarious league position and mounting challenges, De Zerbi remains defiant, emphasizing the need for absolute commitment on the pitch. He stated, "We have to die on the pitch, and to die on the pitch we have to lose the game. Before losing the game, we have to play and we have to fight." Acknowledging the current difficult period, De Zerbi drew a stark contrast between winners and losers, asserting, "The losers cry, the losers think negatively. I don't want people close to me to be crying or think in a different way from me." The core of his message centers on overcoming internal negativity, a sentiment he hopes will resonate with players, staff, and fans alike. He elaborated, "The most important challenge now is to silence the voice inside of us. Inside of the players, the staff, the fans. This voice produces negative thoughts and it says we are unlucky, we have too many injuries, we lost Xavi Simons." Zerbi dismissed these excuses as rubbish, insisting on a relentless focus on the team's own quality and performance. Many have cherished Sheryl Crow's iconic rendition of "The First Cut is the Deepest" for over 2 decades, a song that dominated Billboard charts in 2003, hitting #1 on Adult Contemporary, Adult Top 40, and AAA. However, a recent revelation reveals Crow's hit was not the original. The timeless track was penned by Cat Stevens in the 1960s, and remarkably, has seen 6 recorded versions throughout the years. While Crow's interpretation achieved significant commercial success, P.P. Arnold recorded the song earlier in April 1967 for her album, The First Lady of Immediate. Cat Stevens himself didn't lay down his own version until December of that same year. He originally wrote the song at just 17 years old, reportedly selling it for a mere $40. The song's journey continued with Keith Hampshire in 1973, who propelled it to #1 in Canada, though it only reached #70 in the US. Rod Stewart then brought "The First Cut is the Deepest" to #1 in the UK in 1976, also achieving a #21 peak on the US Billboard Hot 100. Further diversifying the song's appeal, Papa D delivered a reggae-infused version in 1995 that charted impressively across Europe. Despite these diverse interpretations, Sheryl Crow's version remains the most commercially successful and frequently heard on radio today. Her rendition not only topped 3 U.S. charts, but also earned a Grammy nomination for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance at the 47th Annual Grammy Awards. All 6 distinct versions of this enduring classic offer unique perspectives, inviting listeners to explore the song's rich and varied history. In the latest installment of The Voice of South Florida, host Michael Gongora sat down with Coral Gables Vice Mayor Rhonda Anderson for an in-depth discussion. The conversation, broadcast by Miami community newspapers, delved into Anderson's role in leading one of Miami-Dade County's most prominent municipalities. Miami Community Newspapers, a family-owned media company, continues its commitment to providing comprehensive local coverage through daily updates, podcasts, and multimedia content, encompassing events, business news, and lifestyle features across Miami-Dade County. This platform serves as a vital resource for residents seeking to connect with their community and local businesses.